rises if you're in the boat. You know, it all goes up together. You know,
that's really good.
Unless you got too much equipment, then your shit's gonna sink. You know, but
that's innovation nowadays. Everything is a lot lighter. So, what is the best way for a creative to reach out to you, but also to present their work? Because I know that we talked about people doing PDF resumes, but what's an easier way for them to show work to someone like you?
I mean, it's simple. I mean, like I said, I get these emails every day. Some people, they have links in their emails that say, hey, look at my portfolio. I understand if you're in college, you just graduated, you only have like your student film. I just think that like there's no reason why someone who just spent 4 years, you know, in 2020, you know, with all the technology and cameras, I mean, you go out buy a DSLR camera that shoots like movie quality stuff, they can't have other videos that they've created that are more in line with what the businesses do. You see, so if you go to my website, you're gonna see bonomotion.com. There's not a bunch of student films on there. You know, there's 10 different portfolios, animations, corporate, testimonials. So look at some of the stuff that we do and then go out and try and create something. You know, say, hey, he films a lot of interviews with people and business profiles. I'm gonna go to my mom's, coffee shop, and I'm gonna go interview her and the employees and film the coffee. And it'd take me one day, I could edit something together. But then, hey, Bernie, here's a video, a 1-minute video of a coffee shop, you know, that I filmed, edited, produced, whatever you want to call it. But that's more, it's in line with, great, I got a restaurant chain that wants to do a whole series of videos. You at least get what we're doing. It's relates.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, if you want to reach out, that's great. Send your resume. I want to see what you've done and experienced. But have a Vimeo profile, have a YouTube, have an Instagram, and make videos. I mean, make videos that are relatable to the kind of industry that you want to be in. You know, it has to make sense.
So, do you think that the food industry is an easy industry for you to start off because they always want the experience, or they're always trying to show a dish? There's a lot of restaurants in the area, compared to I want to shoot exotic cars,
right? And
I want to shoot swimwear models. Do you think what's a fair approach? You said family members. Family members is a fair approach.
Yeah,
it's like if
members,
your moms are working and it's like, yo, I want to do an interview with you because it's like you're my mom.
Right.
But like in this place, you're like
in
someone
office,
important.
You know, something like that. I mean, the thing is this is like corporate videos, things like that. It's like it's a lot easier in today's age to DM a model, you know, and say, hey, look, let's go shoot, trade for pictures, whatever it is. But you know, I haven't found that many models that are paying me, you know what I'm saying, to go out and create those videos. I mean, obviously you could build up a big following, be like Joey Wright, you know, so there's some amazing photographers out there that, you know, they work with the top swimwear brands, and like kudos to them because they've created a niche. And if you're a big brand and you're like, hey, I want the best photographer, it's easy to find those people out.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're just trying to build a portfolio of models, if that's what you want to do, then it's just so easy to connect to people now. And filming cars, I filmed cars for years. I had a business called Motor Guru, where I built a whole, studio where all we did was car video reviews.
Wow.
The guy who brought me in, Justin Bell, is a world champion race car driver, won Le Mans, you know, the 24-hour race. And we built like a 5,000 square foot studio in Delray just to film car video reviews. And we did this for like 2 years. And this was before YouTube, before like, you know, Facebook, all that stuff. Wow. So it was something that was kind of ahead of the time. But it was a passion of mine, filming cars. So I would go to car shows, I would film things for free, you know, just because I was like, hey, there's a race going on. I'm into the Ferraris, I'm into the cars. I'm gonna get my camera, go out and film it, and then edit something together. But then that gave me something that I could show, and then end up getting like a six-figure job when I was 25 years old to build a studio. You know, so it's things like that don't happen unless you put the time and effort into it. You know, no one just came to me and said, hey, Bernie, we're gonna pay you 10 grand a month to do this. What have you done? Oh, here's my student film. I came in and said, look, here's 100 videos of every car on the street, from race cars, this, that I've produced and filmed and edited, because it's my passion. And then you throw some money, the responsibility in there, then it's on. You know, then it's like, then the shit just
floodgates are open.
Yeah, because then it's like, now I'm getting paid to do what I love. You know,
and I can do more of it. Yeah.
So from cars to boats to homes, whatever it is, I mean, you know, there's a lot of cool stuff down here.
So I know that social media plays a big role. So attention spans nowadays are shortened to us.
What? I gotta check my phone.
Yeah.
Huh?
So,
I'll check my phone.
if people don't have time to look at your catalog or your portfolio, a demo reel is a quick and easy way for them to just like, here's your Hollywood blockbuster in a minute.
Yeah.
So could you go into more in depth about a demo for me from like your like expertise and your standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think a demo is important because it's really like your calling card. So if you filmed, like even if you filmed 5 projects in your life, a fashion show, a car, an interview with your mom, whatever it is, cut the best little snippets of that together, put it into 60 seconds and show a variety. I've seen a ton of demo reels that are really just like one project that someone did. You know, it's like a couple scenes from their student film and a music video. You know what I mean? So it's like you want to see a variety. And the biggest problem for guys like myself and other production companies that have been doing this a long time is it's hard to update a demo reel because we're so busy creating content every day for other people. So I actually had 2 other guys from Latin America that were here reach out to me. Like, hey, Bernie, we're producers. We have high-speed cameras. We do all this stuff. I'm like, come to the office in Brickell. Let's talk. They had this awesome portfolio of work. I said, what do you guys do in the next 2 weeks? They're like, oh, we're here in Miami just looking for jobs. I said, good, come in tomorrow. You guys are sick editors. I'm gonna give you a couple hard drives of the last 3 years of projects. I'm gonna hire you guys to work with me and help me make a new demo reel.
Yeah.
Because it was something that I just didn't have the time, or it's too hard when it's your personal stuff.
Yeah.
How do I pick the best 5 seconds from 100 different projects?
Yeah, that's a very great question too. So you're so passionate about capturing that it's just like, how do you feel about letting other
people try and make what represent what you do?
Yeah.
So I was luckily that I found people that had time, they had the skills, and they were just happy to be working for a little bit while they were here looking for other jobs. It was just a fortunate thing that I had it on my to-do list for a while, but when you wake up in the morning, you look at your schedule and you're like, oh, I got a deadline for this, edit that. Taking the time to work on your own demo it's a hard thing to do. But if you're starting off, you got nothing, you got no excuses.
Yeah, you have time, you have blood, sweat, and tears that can be invested. Yeah, that's really cool. And
create demos for different niches. I mean, that's part of the thing. If you go to Bonomotion, go to the portfolio section, you're gonna find galleries for almost every different industry: fashion, beauty, healthcare, automotive, marine, real estate, animations. It's not just one demo. You go into each of these, there's demo reels for each of these categories. Because when someone contacts me and says, hey, Bernie, I have a hair care product. We want to do a video in a salon. I'm like, great, boom, watch this. And it's a portfolio of 10 videos we've done for hair care products, just like what they're asking for. So it's got, it goes back to being in line with what someone's looking for. I don't send someone to marine video production if they're like, hey, I want to do corporate interviews. I send them my portfolio of corporate interviews. And if I didn't have a portfolio, I'd have to have at least one video that I did that represents what it is.
Okay. So what's a good, for someone that does free work, what's a good trade-off? Like, hey, can I use your logo? Can I also do a quick testimony, or could you write something about, here's an evaluation form? Like, what's a good way for after the company or after the people receive the video? Like, what's like a badge of honor that you can also showcase too?
I mean, I would say if you want to make, like, obviously I don't recommend making videos free because you're just degrading your the value.
I feel that you do. I feel that I will do a video free if it is something that's interesting to me. Mm-hmm. Like if for the Gumball 3000, right, the car show event, it's just like, you know what? I don't shoot cars. I'm not into cars that much, but you know what? I would like to see the culture. I would like to see why is everyone so fascinated about these things? And then I went and I shot, and then it turns out that some of the people that I filmed at a restaurant were the owners of the establishment. So it was like, oh, like, what are the odds? It's just like how relationships and networks, you can meet one person from one event or from one situation, and it can lead into a bountiful relationship or another opportunity for you. Yeah. It just keeps on growing some of the times.
That's true. I used to live in Boca, and I used to come down to Miami to party, and then I realized, how do I get access to all this cool stuff? And then I had a big camera, Sony Z1U, camera that had HTV tapes, but it was pretty substantial. And this is at a time where if you went to a nightclub or something like that, you weren't going to find any photographers there. You weren't finding anyone taking videos with their phones. It was just you were there for the experience. But when I showed up with a big camera, with a light, a backpack hooked up to the light, all kinds of stuff, they're like, shit, this guy's like the real deal filming. So luckily I met some promoters and door guys and all that stuff, and they're like, hey, come in and film whatever you want, because no one else was doing it. So that gave me access to a lot of cool stuff, you know, when I was just starting off. But that's what, you know, I was driving down from Boca all the time to do this, and then eventually moved to Miami. But that's why I created Symbols of Success, South Beach VIP, which is actually a DVD, 2007, because this was before like YouTube and all these other things were coming around. And I had all these segments that I was filming for the Versace Mansion, back when the parties were going on, the Playboy Golf, car shows, boat shows. I was doing all this and making like TV quality stuff, but there was no place to show it. So that's why I was like, let me just make DVDs, and these are retail ready DVDs. So this is all goes back to the point of like, hey, you know, how do I create videos? You know, like no one paid to do this. This is stuff that I figured out a way to make enough money doing other stuff so I could create stuff that I like, you know? And this is all about like the all access pass to the hottest events, parties, people, fashion, exotic toys. Don't dream it, live it. This is exactly what Instagram and all that stuff is about now. All the profiles about exotic cars, events, parties, and people. I was living this shit when in my 20s, and I was like, who was documenting it? And not many people were.
Yeah, you became that person. You saw an opportunity and
experienced the world's sexiest playground. And I mean, that's
you
it.
thought of everything.
Make by locals, you know? DVD, order yours today. If you have a DVD player, you get it for free, you know? I'll give you one.
Yeah. No, it's very interesting how social media plays a big role in today's society. Do you like social media or hate social media? And I know that hate's a strong word, but do you dislike it? Tell us yes, no, why not?
No, I don't think you could hate social media. I think I hate the amount of time wasted on social media. I think like, you know, reading books and creating stuff and working on your business and working on your health and all that stuff is more priority, but it is a drug. You know, I mean, it's a lot easier to wake up and look at Facebook and see, you know, did people like my stuff yesterday, or see what other people are doing. I think it opened up a whole new world of the way people connect and they experience photos and videos, because now it's, you know, you go out to an event, you could film it live, you could post it instantly. When I was doing this, you know, I had a big camera, I had to film it on tape, I had to capture the tape, I had to edit it, I had to render it, which took hours and hours to do. That's why I bought the bigger computer to help do it, put it on a DVD, show this to people. So there was like a process there where maybe we saw an event, you know, at Ultra Music Fest 10, 20 years ago. I was at the first one, and then at the second and third one, I was there with the camera filming, but the only people that saw that footage were people that I put it on a DVD and mailed it to. You see, so now the fact that you could do everything instantly, I think it's amazing. But I do, you know, I dislike the amount of time that people spend on it, when if they really want to be creating videos as a living or taking photography, they could be spending time here interning and doing other things, you know.
Then using social media and being distracted.
Right.
Yeah. So I hope you guys love this video and the videos that I have been producing.
Let's go.
I love the people, I love the guests. If there's any feedback that you would like to give me, please let me know in the comments below.
Yes.
If you can please subscribe. If there's any way that I can improve on it, let me know. I would be glad to hear it. And I also want to know what's on your mind. This is an ongoing conversation.
Let's go.
I want to, you know, understand you guys more. I want to provide more value, more content for you.
Yep.
So if there's anything that I can do, just please let me know. I'll gladly help out to the best of my abilities to provide you this content.
You're crushing it, bro. Let's go.